you, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm going to basically give you an overview a bit of how we do or how we try to do retention at Flink, and have 15 minutes. Yes. So not that much, but let's see what areas we're going to cover next. So for me, the next 15 minutes is for us to understand how we at Flink organize internally, how we approach customer retention, how we tried, or at least succeed in some cases or not. And then if we have any questions or any time, we can go through your doubts. But first, there we go. Let me do some quick intros, basically starting with myself. Who is this guy? So I have been doing CRM for the last 9 to 10 years. These are the companies that I worked for or I had in my career. At the moment at Flink, doing as well my own agency and consultancy on the CRM customer retention, as well as if you ask internally at Flink, who is this guy? This is what they do, and this is what they share. This is basically the most emojis with my face. You can, one time you wear a pink wig, and this is what happens. But I work for Flink, and basically, what's Flink? So Flink, as you might have seen or tried, is a grocery delivery company on demand. And for us, what we want to give, or our mission, is to give the time back. And in the end, is thinking about how can we make your experience less stressful going grocery shopping, less time consuming, and ideally personalized to your needs and behavior. And again, our purpose is to, with tech and data, try to revolutionize the grocery business in Netherlands and Germany. We have 2 markets at the moment, and we are the market leader in those markets by a while, proud to say. And some quick facts about our company. What do we do? So at the moment, we do around 600 million euros on revenue per year. Our basket sizes are around 40 euros. And we are around in 82 cities at the moment, in both countries, as I said before, Netherlands and Germany. And proud to say, because I do customer retention, we are profitable on a country basis, which is neat. But now our main challenge in the next ones is to be full EBITDA profitable, which is, for us, a big goal as a customer retention. Again, for CRM people in the room, it's cheaper to reactivate than activate. So my team, who is sitting there, so in case you have questions, we will focus on this a lot. And basically, who is tackling customer retention at Flink? Happy to say that this is a bit a company priority, so it's not just a CRM team in the corner, but the ones who are daily checking, really working every day on these topics are myself. And what do I do here is basically strategy and targets. However, the ones on the ground are 3 areas. So the first one is customer lifecycle. We are divided into, very similar to the companies that I spoke before, we are divided in 4 areas or 5 areas: retention, churn prevention, reactivations, and overall experience. They are CRM marketeers, but very analytical and technical. The second branch of my teams is marketing solutions, marketing tech. This is basically engineering. So I joined the company literally the 2nd month of Flink, which meant that we built everything from scratch. And we built everything, or we try to build everything, with scalability in mind. If it doesn't scale, not worth it. That's why engineering has been a critical part of our success, I will say. And last one is customer insights. So data modeling, data reporting, analytics, etc. So these 3 teams are one team, and they work together, or the goal is to work together in every single project. So you will see some examples next, but this is the fundamental, I believe, of our success. It's not different departments, it's not do a ticket here and see what happens. It's since day 0, they talk together and try to figure out the problem together or solve the solution together. How do we do customer segmentation? This is very important for us. As I mentioned before, profitability is the target. In our industry, food delivery, grocery delivery, vouchers are the thing. So a lot of marketing spend, a lot of investment that doesn't really help profitability, maybe a lot of growth, but for Flink, we are not like that. We are very, very careful in how much we spend per customer, per activity, and segmentation, it's the thing. So there we go. For us, these two parts, or these two levers are critical. We basically measure or try to measure every one of our customers in these two ways. And depending on your frequency, how good or how frequent you are with us, and also how much money you generate for us, we split you in 4 areas. The first one, our loss drivers, they think they are the best customers because they order very frequently, but every order they make, we lose money with these people. Again, is it their fault? Not at all. They might think they are the best customer because they order every day or every week. But for us, our own cost model, our own basically strategy doesn't really pay off as much. So our goal is to get them to increase basket sizes, to increase less of discounts or distribute discounts, and be a better customer internally. Second one, these guys are not frequent, not profitable. So we need to figure out what happens with them. Stars, our top customers, highly profitable, highly frequent, and high potentials, which is low frequent, but they are profitable for us. So all of these activities that you will see, we will be focused on all of these areas because this is what basically is our business. On top of this segmentation, we have, of course, the usual recency segments. So how old they are with Flink, how long they are within activity. So we try to also add a sub-segmentation on top of these main segments. I'm going fast because we have 8 minutes left. So some things that we tried in the past successfully or not, but you will see. So we always start with a couple of questions when we tackle any issue. So the first one, we wanted to do, okay, how can we basically make relevant communications? And for us, we compete against Reve, Spetis, normal supermarkets, which usually you know very well. You go straight to the aisle where you will need the item. You maybe know the people in the same business. It's a pattern frequency, so changing might not be the most interesting. So what Flink can provide that is valuable to the customers that doesn't come from a supermarket, which in the end, it's the data and it's knowing the customer. So if we are able to do this, hopefully, our benefits are bigger enough to pay the price. So how can we do this? So in the end, we thought, okay, let's try to notify customers about their products. If you buy something very often, if it's on discount, let's send them the communication because it's relevant for the user level. So how can we increase retention? Again, we don't want to do vouchers. Vouchers is an easy retention tool. Short term, longer term, you are ruined. So how can we increase our retention with providing value? How can this be personalized? Can this be profitable? This is the main thing. And then how can the whole thing be automated? Because just for your context, my team on the CRM side is at the moment 2 people. I have technical person, I have data people, but CRM managers, 2 people. We are hiring 1 more, if anyone is interested. But 2 people, this means if it's not scalable or automated, we will not do it. So what did we do? This is an example, a bit small maybe, but basically, if your product is in stock and is in discount, we send notification. So we built an internal model with my data team to understand what items are very important for the customer. This is based, of course, on behavior of the customer, what they add first to the cart, their frequency. Is basically a data modeling algorithm. Secondly, there we go, profitability. Again, we don't want to do discount on top. We will check. If it's discounted already on the platform, we send the communication. If not, we don't. We don't want to invest a lot of money on these things because it should be your favorite. You should buy it regardless of the discount. And last one, how can this be automated? We work a lot on warehouses. We call them hubs. If in the hub of Prenzlauer Berg there is no stock of this item, abort the campaign because there is nothing to buy. How do we do these checks? Before it was someone daily checking, is it stock? Yes, no? No. We automatically check this because if not, it makes no sense. So what happened? So in the last 3 months, we sent around these 190K people, received this communication. The cost per order that we generated through these communications was around 80 cents, which is neat, and this is just a discount on the product. And the main thing for us, which everything is based against this number, is incrementality. Someone receiving the campaign versus not receiving the campaign, how much we generate. So overall, this is an easy win. There is no discount cost, it's a valuable communication, the open rate is massive for this campaign because it's actually relevant to the user, and it's a win-win for both sides. They get an item discount that they like, and we get a free order. What I mentioned before on the automation part, this is why the technical part of things is very critical, because this is what had to be built internally with our data team, or data tech team, sorry, all these checks. Is this live? Is it not? Is it a stock? Is it not? Do we have SKUs on the user? Yes or no? How do we call with Braze? How do we have our own catalog system? How do we know on the hub level? All of these things is what allows us to be scalable and actually be valuable. Lifecycle journeys, marketing campaigns are still important, but we want to build retention by improving the experience and by providing value. It's what the customer wants, not what Flink wants. Ideally, it's the same, but usually it's not the same, just for context. So, next project. We call it Boost. And the main thing is, can we increase demand on our warehouses when there is nothing to do? For your context, how can we have this in real time? Because again, if it's not real time, forget about it. How can this be profitable? And how can we automate the whole thing? So, for your information, this is how our daily intraday demand looks like in some hubs. We start high, lunchtime we go down, and then we go up. Normal seasonality on the intraday. What are we trying to do? This. We thought this was going to be super easy, like easy peasy. Kinda. So, again, what did we do? We checked with one hub, and we said, okay, let's start slow. 10,000 customers will get this campaign. Let's do a free delivery, maybe we need to. Let's build something internally from scratch to connect all these tools together and see what happens. This will be a month, maybe no more than that. Well, it took a while. We built it internally again. We had to connect different systems, different mappings to understand all these logics. Do we have a stock? Is the hub telling us, hey, ramp up, we need demand, we need orders because we are doing nothing? All of this is based on modeling and where the status of the hub is. And again, going back, we wanted to do this beautiful growing line. What happened was this. So we saw this the next day. I'm like, nailed it. 300 orders. Unbelievable. Like, the happiest hub. Then we had a nicely call from our operational team saying, what did you do? This was not the thing that we were expecting for. I'm like, what did you expect? 40 orders. What happened was that we had to close the hub completely for the whole day. And this is a part of communications, expectations of we CRM work with volumes because campaign open rates, click-through rates, etc. If you send to 10 people the campaign, likely nothing will happen. So we work with high volumes. Operations teams, they don't work with high volumes. They want to optimize 40 orders for the whole day. And this happened. And last examples from my side, we have, again, how can we be valuable for the customer? Replenishment notifications. You buy, usually, every month, every week, the same things from your supermarket. Toilet paper, water, beer, whatever you like. And again, can we create retention through notifications? Can we be a difference? Can we create something valuable for them? Can we do this on a user level? Because if not, what's the point? Again, can this be profitable? And can this be automated? Because if not, this doesn't fly. We build this notification, different examples, we are testing this type of things, which is telling customers, hey, you buy toilet paper every month on a user level, we will trigger a notification to you. We will then have no discount because we know this is your user frequency. So let's try if you get an order. Great. And let's see how this can be automated. So is it a stock? Do we have the user on the frequency? Do we wait for the customer to break the frequency? Do we do it earlier? Try to see. This type of things is what we currently are testing. So German customers don't like this thing. You know, Germans. They plan, they are on top of these things. They are not, again, I do when I want with my orders. However, Netherlands actually working pretty well. So again, the test is still ongoing. So we are trying to understand how we can make this work for both countries. And this is a bit how the data looks like in terms of modeling. Simple custom attributes. We are not doing crazy stuff. In the end, it's how we build CRM smarter with data. And this is just attributes in terms of average days, etc. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much.